I've done this, and I'm going to share this with you. You're fishing around rocks or a bridge or whatever, or let's say you caught 15 of them. Get yourself a little hook file. Remember, you're fishing an exposed hook. So even when you throw it by that dock and it nicks that piling right there, it kind of puts a little dink in your hook point. It's not, I mean, that's not what you want. So I have a hook file I keep in the boat, and I just kind of check it periodically, you know, and trust me, it's gonna save you a lot of frustration. But I mean, that's kind of it. I mean, throughout the years, I've experimented with a lot of different baits. These two are kind of my go-tos. You know, I've caught them on single tail grubs. I've caught them on finesse worms, like a Zoom 4-inch finesse worm, works great. Power worms. I mean, it's really an endless variety of baits you can throw. I don't get a lot into throwing like big creature baits or something. I will throw some, maybe like a single tail or a double tail grub, like a little hula grub or something, but that's kind of getting more into your jigs. So I stick, if I'm actually dart heading, I stick with these two baits, and I feel confident I'm gonna get bit. And sometimes, you know, especially fishing behind people, if you're in a tournament and your partner up front here is throwing a shaky head or a big jig, promise you're going to catch fish behind them. It works out. I mean, I'm sitting here talking to these guys, going over what we're doing. I just bombed a cast out in the middle of the drain. First cast with it. I think well, I mean, this isn't no Lanier spot, but yeah, they bite it. I mean, you can see right here how I have that little hook just gets into them. So if you're throwing too big of a hook, you're not going to get those, you know, I call them skin hooks, you know, because with that technique, you want a reel set. You're not driving it through them. So first cast ever on Lake Lanier with the dart head. There it is. Not the biggest one, but I don't even know if big ones are in here, but I don't know. See, because it's a different technique. It's not getting fished day in and day out, and the fish, you know, have seen the Nico rig 100 times or seen the drop shot 100 times. They're not really seeing this a whole lot, but they probably will after this video airs, so shame on me. But I'm tired of talking about this. I'll get out there and see if they'll bite this on Lake Lanier. All right, so made our way out, kind of like a main lake deal. On my mapping on the Garmin there, it shows this ridge that kind of runs out here off this point, and marked a little bit of brush and some fish down there, so perfect spot to try the dart head. You know, it's just one of those deals. Use your electronics, mark fish or bait, structure, and then fish it, you know. And like I was talking about, you really got to pay attention, especially, you know, when you mark fish, when you make that cast, pay attention to what's going on when that bait's falling, because it'll just, with the dart head, it'll kind of do the spiral type thing, and man, they'll lift up off the bottom and bite it a lot of times. And then if not, how you're fishing is kind of like I don't know, maybe like a little jig or something. You're just kind of pulling it, shaking it a little bit, let it sit back down on the bottom, pull it, shake it, and you know, just kind of fish it, I'd say at a slow to medium pace. You know, you're not really winding it, you're not hopping it too much, especially when the water temp's lower like we are here in the wintertime. You don't want to be overfishing the bait, I call it.
And the information Bass University provides isn't your basic run-of-the-mill fishing video. This is specific information from A to Z to help you learn, get to the water, and become a better angler quickly.